Hello viewers, it is great to have you on Beyond the Headlines. Now, how concerned are you about your safety in Nigeria? Every morning, you are awake to news of all kinds of events. Some are pleasant while most of them are repulsive. Yet, even amongst the ugly events, you still find a good number of them hilarious. And one of these funny events occurred yesterday. Amongst 3 days, almost 3 days after the clash between the police and the members of the Islamic movement of Nigeria in Abuja on Sunday, the Commissioner for Police for the Federal Capital Territory said that 94 members of the group had been apprehended. Recall that on Sunday, a face-off broke out between the two parties, which resulted in the demise of 2 police officers, the burning of some security vehicles, and the bruising of a female officer. The immediate cause of the clash is yet to be debatable. While the police said that the sect launched the first attack, members of the sect accused the security agents of disrupting their peaceful religious procession on that day. Now, whose story deserves credence? The police or the Islamic sect? Anyway, the police said that the culprits had been arrested. Some materials were recovered from them, including machetes, knives, and several phones, mobile phones. But do you know what is funny about this? When you look at the individuals arrested, you will doubt they were capable of doing such. The group comprised few underage persons and several women. Have a watch.
Some of them for Jigawa, camp them in this See this mama now. What is mama now? See this woman now, no be mama. Yeah, mama now.
Now they show black, but the boys don't remove their black.
No, you know, say as they are coming, they will put the
It's very sad, very sad indeed. Some people argue that the police have picked up the wrong persons as criminals, while the real culprits still walk the streets. Other persons mock the police, saying that the security agents are only good at operating in open towns and cities where they arrest innocent civilians, but they are afraid to fish out kidnappers and bandits in our bushes. But how true are these arguments? In June of 2024, we had a series of bomb blasts at multiple locations in the city of Uza, Borno State. These explosions were carried out by female suicide bombers. So, when we talk about potential culprits in the north, unlike in the south, we consider what roles children and women can play. However, the ultimate solution boils down to the government. I still find it hard to believe that our leaders at all levels have yet to articulate the enormity of the implications of having more than half of uneducated women and children in the north. These people are radicalized, indoctrinated, and dehumanized by Islamic extremists because they have not received sound and objective education, which is responsibility of the government. What is the federal government doing through its ministers of education, youth, and women affairs? What about the office of the First Lady? We give her thumbs up for her cash gifts to a number of women across the states, but the North needs more urgent attention because whatever affects the North will eventually affect the whole Nigeria. On the second argument, that our security agencies, like operating in the open cities while marauding kidnappers and bandits are left free in our bushes. We have to acknowledge this ugly moment in Nigeria when kidnappers in the bush cannot be clamped down without the combined effort of the police, the DSS, and the armed forces. Kidnappers are meant to be dealt with by mainly our police officers, not the army. It is very sad that they are overwhelmed and therefore they need the services of other security agencies to be effective and efficient. This brings us to another news, but still on security matters. The Nigerian Communications Commission has given a fresh warning to Nigerians to link their SIM cards to the NIN before September 14, 2024. Now, there is something that puzzles me about this. The NIN SIM linkage has been ongoing for 4 years. It was under Buhari's administration. The activity was introduced by Issa Pantami, the then Minister of Communications and Digital Economy. According to Buhari's government, the NIN SIM linkage would maximally address insecurity in the country. But Nigerians have yet to see this happen. Kidnappers are having a total spree in every part of the country. Both the poor and the rich are abducted on a daily basis. It is not just about hunger this time. It is about fear of the unknown, fear of being caught up in a gun duel between criminals and the police, and fear of being abducted. It is mind-boggling how kidnappers could kidnap and kill Emir of Kobe after 1 billion naira ransom was not paid. Now they demand 60 million naira for the MS body to be returned to this family. Despite the presence of various security agencies, the DSS, CID, EFCC, ICP, all the security agencies, these marauders are still going about, killing and maiming. Kidnappers really discuss ransom terms with families, including the MS, via phone calls. Yet we have Bosun Tijani, Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, who is being touted as a computer guru. The question begging for answers is, since the start of the NIN SIM linkage in 2020, how many kidnappers and bandits have the government arrested by means of digital tracking? The federal government is under an obligation to answer this question.